what's your idea? Well, back here with its '32 Destinies notes. I had them though. I cannot read my own handwriting. Sorry. Right. In the mock trial, Apollo stated as Hugh that a male student was seen in the archery club around the murder. We know he was there, but no one else should have had any account. No one else actually had an account of seeing that, I don't think, in the real case, by my recollection. We know he was there because he told us, but that's about it. No one actually, there was no witness that saw him in the archery club. As evidenced by when they had to bring a witness, they brought out Scuttlebutt and they didn't bring out Hugh. Although it's weird that these notes don't actually mention it. Actually, that's probably why. So probably he said that, used that as an argument in the trial because he actually just saw the body and was in the archery club meditating. But it wasn't part of the script. Far as I know. Far as we know. Far as I know, anyway. You might know. And so, we know that the court was hesitant to use an arrow from the archery club because at least the archery club would realize... Members of the archery club might realize what was going on for part of the script's plot. But Hugh told us that this arrow was from the archery club, right? That it was particularly one of their arrows? So I guess she ended up borrowing it from there after all. So potentially anyone from the archery club might have had some idea that that was part of what was going on for the script. Again, I'm trying not to put all my doubt on Hugh, although he just seems very obviously sketchy in several ways. And last point is that the photograph, oh, we don't have it, do we? Not this one, but the one that Scuttlebutt took of the person wearing the cloak and leaving out the room. That was supposed to be one of the dressing rooms, which I don't have the floor plan, so I can't show you what I mean, but you know, one of the 3 dressing rooms. And Hugh told us they didn't have any windows, but the door that the person with the cloak is opening has a window on it, so either that photograph was not taken in the dressing rooms, or Hugh is a liar. I mean, he might have just meant that it didn't have any windows to the outside, but that's... He said it had no windows, period. We've been just given this glowing costume photo, which seems like it would be a bad thing, except for the fact that we also have this obvious handprint situation going on with Robin. Apollo hasn't yet picked up on it, though. Figures he would have a photo. Yeah. Did we just fall into his trap? Yeah, I bet Blackwell had it all planned out. Still, I think you should give this photo a nice long look. Oh, please tell me you found something that doesn't add up. Yeah, the handprints. Well, I mean, look at it. Check out the chest area. It kind of looks like a handprint to me. Hey, you're right. But Junior would know better than to touch it while the paint was still wet. Objection! I believe the term to describe your thought process is wishful thinking. After all, if master painters make mistakes, why not a rank amateur such as the accused? Objection! She's not an amateur! So basically, you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up. Evidence? That shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you've come this far. Just because I've come this far doesn't mean I thought of everything, though. Everything through, though. What? You mean you've just been bluffing? What did you expect me to do? I'm sick of losing this guy. But you're right. There's only one thing left to do at this point. And that's to present some evidence. Pronto! A showdown, is it? I gladly accept. Fluorescent paint must have stuck to the hands of whoever touched the costume. I can't possibly figure this one out without help, and that paint should glow in dark places. So I just need to carefully check every last piece of evidence. This piece of... alright. Take that! A school newspaper? Interesting. Take a look at the photo where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight is on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hand in that photo as he stands on the prosecutor's bench. As you can see, it's glowing, just like Miss Woods' fluorescent paint. How I'm the only one to have picked up on this so far is beyond me.
It is glowing. Quite brightly, I might add.
But why would he put fluorescent paint on his hand for the mock trial, you may ask? It's an interesting experience, because it's always like, you notice 1 or 2 weird things, but they don't come into play in the order you expect. I thought this glowing hand thing was going to come into play way later, but apparently not. The answer is he wouldn't. Not on purpose. It got there when he put the costume on.
Oh? I mean, oh! That means... what again?
It means the figure photographed in the costume was not our client, Juniper Woods. I mean, like, again, I'd like another look at that photo, but the skin tone didn't look at all right to be Robin. It was her classmate, Robin Newman!
What?
So I don't necessarily believe he was the one in the photo, but... I think you were actually able to prove that. Well, you never know what's going to happen next. That's the thrill of the courtroom. So then... Does that mean that Robin is our man? Well, that's certainly how it looks.
Very well. Robin Newman it is. He is here in the gallery, I trust. Show yourself.
I challenge you to a duel. More testimony, is it? Works for me. Works just fine for me. I don't know about him as a killer. It doesn't seem right to me. He's not having a good time here.
Will the witness please state his name and occupation?
I'm Robin Newman! I want to become a great artist. I practice day and night. Yeah! Yeah! No! That's not it. Art's gotta be sincere, man!
So, for occupation, should we put down budding artist?
What about budding prosecutor? No! Themis Legal Academy Senior Prosecutor course! This price has proven my masculinity. I've been training to be a prosecutor for 18 years!
I assume you will be cleaning up the pottery you smashed before you leave today?
Ah! Oh, man! Ah! Ah!
Stop screaming. It seems the witness has finally settled down.
What gives you that impression? He's still screaming. I guess nothing faces the judge after all these years. Except Blackwell and, everyone else in the courtroom. Just not Newman, I guess.
You may proceed with your testimony, Mr. Newman. Specifically, the court wishes to hear why you had fluorescent paint on your hand.
He's probably just gonna say, I helped her paint it. Why I touched the costume. I went to see Juniper in her dressing room, but she wasn't there! When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, whoa! The mannequin it was on, it was about to fall on me! I got that paint on me when I caught it, but I never put it on! That's just stupid! Hold it! No, Athena, careful. We're gonna get not allowed to cross-examine again. Your Honor, I recommend a short therapy session for the witness.
Well, Mr. Newman does seem particularly agitated, but...
No! Not again. What's his problem? I sensed it the moment Robin took the stand. The discord in his heart. So you think he might be hiding something? Probably. You ready, Mr. Newman? Let's see what the Moon Matrix can do for you. Beep. Ding. Burp. Shrimp. Let us see indeed. Is it going to be an out-of-control emotion? Or just a discordant one? Well, she said discord specifically, so probably just one that doesn't make sense. I went to see Juniper in her waiting room. No emotions yet. But she wasn't there! Surprise. When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, whoa! You might be happy to be like, hey, look at it, it's so cool, but it seems out of place. I'll carry on, though. The mannequin it was on, it was about to fall over. I got that paint on me when I caught it. Right, so the surprise stays level here, and then it gets a bit stronger when you notice the costume short wood, and they get really strong when it's about to fall on you. You got paint on you when you caught it, you're still surprised there. I never put it on, that's just stupid. I don't know why you'd be angry exactly there, but I mean, if you just got something just fell on you, you might, in the moment, be a little agitated. I think the happiness is the weirder one. I mean, your face in the picture doesn't exactly look happy to see it. Got it! There might be multiple things, I guess, that are wrong. When you mentioned the stage costume, I sense a sudden powerful feeling of joy. Would you care to explain, Mr. Newman? Wait! What? Why would a frilly scarf thing and a long skirt make me feel like that? I don't know, but you seem awfully interested in that costume for some reason. Is Robin, trans or secretly a girl or something? They keep calling into question all this weirdness about everything. Didn't happen to put it on, did you? Well, I gotta be into that kind of thing. I'm a dude! I'm into braces, not dresses! You don't think Robin likes girls' clothes, do you? Now, come on, isn't it obvious? You're enjoying this a bit too much, Athena. No way, man! The mannequin came falling toward me, so I still got to put my hand to stop it. And a story! That's a new piece of information. Time to run an update. Doink. Well, actually, is that new? That's more or less what he told us a moment ago. Even after that update, something just doesn't feel right here. We'll check the noise level. Do I have anything that can prove his statement contradicts what really happened? What's his statement again? Oh, I can look at this. Right, okay. Oh, I see. The thumbs are right. Okay, sorry, it took me a moment. This is the pattern that would happen if you did this. Like you had it on you. If he had his hands like this, then the thumbs would be in the middle. Right, okay, sorry, I got it. It took me a moment. I was like, what is happening here? Take that! He said the mannequin came falling towards you, so you stuck your hands out to stop it. If so, then the fingers of your hands would have been pointing outward, like this. But that's not what the handprints show. In fact, this looks more like just like your thumbs and the base of your palms. Why in the world would I leave such weird handprints? You know why. You left them when you went to adjust the scarf after putting it on. Scarf? You mean the brooch? Just like the model in this drawing. Whoa! Why don't you just admit it, Mr. Newman? You did put the stage costume on, didn't you? And you really do like frilly clothes, don't you? It's fine. I admit to putting the costume on. But I don't like girly clothes, man! Oh wow, it didn't bring the noise down much. Yes, new information to plug in. Time for another update. Snuck in knowing the costume was in there. My heart was pounding even though I'm a guy. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know why sadness is happening there, but I'll keep another look. Then I saw it. It was even more amazing than I'd imagined. It was like, whoa, I'm a guy, but I got all excited. The sadness there is a bit surprising, I guess. Let's have a look at the rest of it, though. It's true. I did put on girly clothes, but it was strictly for artistic purposes. What? Then why are you so angry? Got it! Wait, what? That didn't stop anything. Mr. Newman, this emotion is inconsistent with your testimony. What are you talking about? It's not true! My only emotion is testosterone-fueled stubbornness! Yikes! I wouldn't really call that an emotion. Where I went wrong. I better try that again. Bring it on! A million times or a billion! I don't care! I think it's just the uber masculine attempts from him that make me suspicious of his true gender identity. Sorry we have to dredge this up in court, my friend. Sadness and surprise are both are a little unexpected here, although I maintain that it was strictly for artistic purposes. It has no reason to be angry. Sure, let's check the sadness here. Got it! There! Another emotion that doesn't fit. So what? You're really starting to get on my nerves, man! Mr. Newman, you got excited when you put the costume on, but you also felt sad. Who cares if I felt sad? It's no big deal! Okay, Mr. Newman, out with it. Why did you feel sad? You're hiding something, aren't you? Man, I'm not really... It's really starting to less and less feeling like a therapy session and more like an interrogation. No! You're not fooling anyone anymore. Now tell us why you were sad. Okay, fine! If you're gonna be that way, I'll tell you! The reason I felt sad is... God! No matter how much I dress up, I'll never be as pretty as Juniper! Well, no offense, but for one thing, he's a guy, and a real hothead at that. No offense to whom, and what? That was the most confusing thing he's ever said. No! That's not it! I totally own those girly clothes! I should have been totally pretty! But, there's something that keeps getting in my way! Wow, it's a whole lot of anger and raw emotion right there. His heart is crying out in pain. His emotions are out of control. Out of control emotions? We saw those during the Ninetales Veil incident. So all we have to do is find the source of his uncontrollable anger, right? Right. Have we look for a conflict between his statements and the images we see. If we can find that, we can wrestle him away from whatever's tormenting him. Mr. Newman said there's something getting in the way of him being pretty. Something that doesn't go with girly clothes, but what could that be? Fine! I'll testify, man! Wow, the noise just doesn't go away fast with you. So much angie! Okay, costume was in there, my heart was pounding even though I'm a guy. I just don't understand what that means. It's true, I felt a powerful feeling when I saw that long frilly scarf. I mean, maybe that's the anger. Why do they keep saying this is a scarf? I don't really feel that that's an accurate descriptor. I felt like a diva when I pulled the hood over my head. Why is your collar up all of a sudden? Oh no, it was already like that. This zipper there is right. It felt so right. I was totally dressed up like a girl. Alright. So we're looking for the source of his anger. Right. The conflict in his testimony will most likely arise from his emotional repression. Let's compare the images to his testimony. Might find the problem that way. Well, I mean, he just straight up says, I felt a powerful feeling when I saw that long frilly scarf, so I'm meant to poke it here? Got it! Got it? No, that doesn't sound right. The source of Mr. Newman's anger is this! No! You're way off! Way off! Ah! No good, huh? I'm trying to listen carefully, but all it's shouting, it's... We better find this off quick before you rupture an eardrum. No worries. I'm gonna nail it next time. Sorry. It's gotta be on this screen then. I guess you could pull the hood up without touching the inside. There's the brace. Is that the thing that's bugging you so much? Because you keep referring to it as super masculine. Got it? Yes, got it! Sorry, I meant got it! Much more confidently. Mr. Newman, you feel a great deal of anger towards your brace, don't you? Is it like, it's not, I thought, at first when I saw it, I thought it was something he had to wear. Didn't seem like the sort of thing he chose to wear. And then he kept being like, no, it's for training. But I was like, isn't that for an injury? Is that what you feel is holding you back from being as pretty as you think you should be? Huh? What? Mr. Newman, the truth is, you really want to take that brace off, don't you? No way, man! This is a symbol of masculinity! I could never take it off! Is it that you can't take it off, or that you don't want to take it off? Oh, man! Should have kept my big mouth shut! This is really weird. He exhibits intense anger towards his brace, which he calls a symbol of masculinity. But he can't take it off even when dressing like a girl. And why is he so interested in girls' clothes in the first place? I feel on the verge of we're on the verge of uncovering. I have a feeling we're on the. God damn it! I have a feeling we're on the verge of uncovering an earth-shattering secret. Athena, you okay? It seems Robin is still hiding a secret, a big one. Bigger than the fact that he likes to wear girls' clothes? Yeah, at least I think so. No, it can't be. I just thought of something, but it's totally insane. Mr. Newman! What? I'm onto your little secret, and if I'm correct, it's not very little at all. It's huge. This sounds completely insane, but it's the only possibility left. You're a girl. That's kind of what I was guessing at. Mr. Newman, or should I say, Miss Newman? You are and always have been a girl. What? Have you lost the plot, Athena? Nope. No, I'm completely serious. I don't have any direct evidence, but that's what Robin's heart is shouting out loud and clear. Hold it. So is it like Guilty Gear styles where it's like she had to pretend to be a dude for traditional reasons or something? Or is she just like closeted trans and that's it? Oh, oops, I didn't read that, sorry. I still think you've totally lost it. I mean, Robin reeks of testosterone. How could he possibly be a she? I for one, have never seen a girl who shouts like a maniac all the time. You haven't? That's like half of what I've been doing in this game, Apollo. However, I was supposed to read that.
I've seen plenty of witnesses in my day.
But if he's a she, then she's the most convincing actress I've ever encountered.
Therefore, let me pronounce my verdict. Robin Newman is without question a man.
What? Sorry? What are you judging again?
You are now truly just as Dono's equal in one area. You are just as equally insane. Never in the history of this planet has there been a finer specimen of the masculine spirit.
I feel like this case has taken a weird turn, Blackwell. If we could get back on track to the murder. Hold it! It's gonna be Robin, right? If you guys are done talking about me! Yeah! I'm... Heh. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I'm a collector of antique shoes! Oh, hey, there goes your brace. Well, now no more anger. Good for you. Ah! The brace? It's... on the floor now! Yeah, wow, I really needed 3 camera angles for that. Miss Cykes? No, allow me to call you Athena. I wanted to keep this a secret at all costs. But no. Well, no way! Surely this must be some kind of jest. Nope, it's for real. I'm a girl, body and soul. If you don't believe me, I'll give you a P-E-E-K. Why? No. God, this is a court of law, please. Ugh. As if. What an amazing transformation. Well, all the Discord is gone. The image is now complete. All right. Why were you hiding that? Since when? What was the function of that? Bye. I don't understand your motivation yet. I was raised as a boy since I was little, and I studied law just as my parents wanted. Ah, guilty gear. It's always guilty gear. But now, this living lie that had me pinned to the ground, it's been blown to smithereens by you, Athena. Now I can stop pretending I want to be a prosecutor. I'm gonna be an artist! Yay! Good for you. What the hell is going on here? Order! What a shocking development. It really did turn out to be a she. Ah! Why is everyone looking at me like that? I feel like a movie star or something. But no paparazzi, please. I value my privacy, okay? Brah! No picture, you'll regret it, man! Am I just imagining things? Or is Robin even more hyper now than when she was a he? I don't know. Maybe it's because she finally got troubles off her chest. Literally. This is all well and good, but does he being a she actually change anything? The fact that the witness is actually a girl does change things, because there's now a piece of evidence that we must reevaluate. Very well, let's see what the defense has for us now. Well, they mentioned, I guess she's going off on the tape recorder. I mean, it's the same voice. She didn't change her voice, I don't assume. Well, maybe she did, I don't know. I didn't change the voice. I couldn't tell if I was reading too much into it at first, that the name was Newman, there was an androgynous first name, and then the wing eyelashes, and the weird attention to the brace, but apparently that was the thing. Very sad in a way, that she had to hide that for so long, and she doesn't actually want to be a prosecutor. That's also interesting. So both of those facts were just by the decisions of her family, and I hope they don't kick her out after this. Very well, let's see what the defense has for us now. What piece of evidence must we reconsider now that we know the witness is a girl? That would be this one, Your Honor. Take that! This is what I'd like the court to reconsider. Oh, the tape recorder. The one that recorded the threats. You're a goner. That's right. And as we've already established that it's a female voice in the recording. Of all the students who could have moved the body before the mock trial was to start, our client was the only female if you exclude Miss Scuttlebutt because of her alibi. And that is why the tape recorder made our client the prime suspect. Ah. Oh, so then... That's right. The witness just revealed that she's a girl. Therefore, if we are using the voice in this recording as the basis for hurling accusations, this witness must be labeled a suspect too. It's a dramatic version of her theme. That's so cool! Oh no! Yeah, sorry. I know you just got a big identity revelation and all that, but you're a criminal now. I'm so suspicious of how well this case has been going so far. I'm just waiting for the point where it all snaps into and I flail around like a fish in the Sahara. Wow. Talk about a sudden turn of events. You've done it. You found a hole in one of the prosecution's key pieces of evidence. Yeah. Wow, that was a lot of work for a single one. Objection!
Not so hasty now. You're forgetting that only one person here was privy to the script. Why did I flinch when that happened? I'm voicing Blackwell now. Ergo, Miss Juniper Woods is still the prime suspect.
Objection! But Miss Newman hid the fact that she was a girl both at the crime scene and in court. I'd say that puts her in camp suspicious. Ah! That's not nice, Athena! How can you accuse me of being a killer? I mean, she did just say it was her family's upbringing that had her raised as a boy. Did she not, Athena? I mean, I'm just a weak, innocent little girl. Just thinking about that murder makes me... Ah!
Objection! Suspicious is as suspicious does. Undoubtedly, the witness does have some sort of connection to this crime. Perhaps our newfound lady is merely feigning ignorance.
She's back up again.
We can surmise that she lent support to the principal offender, Juniper Woods.
Well, we saw in the video all three of them standing over the body, but I couldn't tell if that was purely stylistic and symbolic, or if the three of them were actually there when she was killed.
By leading Miss Scuttlebutt to the body, that would make her an accessory to the crime.
How can you say that? I'm not an accessory to any crime, Mr. Birdman!
Objection! Birdman! In any event, with the witness as an accessory, it explains quite a bit, does it not?
Objection! Ah! You made it all make sense somehow. He'll keep accusing Junie unless we can show someone else knew the script's details. But how could someone have gotten their hands on that kind of info? The only way they could have known what was in the script was if they...
Saw the mock trial, heard it from Junie, had penned the script. Well, so thinking of the thing that cast the least suspicion on Junie, it would be if, in actuality, someone else had written it. Because if someone heard it from her, she's still a suspect, which is bad for us. But then it's the most likely explanation. I mean, we don't have, like, any, like, handwriting proof that it was written by Junie, right? Saw the mock trial, we already agreed that doesn't make sense because the body was... She was killed before the mock trial and set up in... And there was just too much setup that had to go into it for that to be legit. Thinking about these two, so this is the one that would make it easy is for us to absolve Junie, but we're way too far from the end. We're too close to the beginning for it to be so easy, so I feel like whatever explanation we have to give still has to cast Junie in a suspicious light, so I'm guessing they want us to say heard it from Junie. Because she said she didn't tell anyone, but there's plenty of other secrets are being kept, apparently. But you know what? I'm honestly just kind of curious what will happen if I say that someone else wrote it.
I got it. All anyone has to do is write their own script.
This does not sound convincing.
In a completely stream of thought, devil may care way.
Wait, hang on, what? I'm not even going to ask how such a Frankenstein can resemble the actual script.
No! Well, if at first you don't succeed. The only way they could have known is if they heard it from Junie. Sorry, that makes much more sense. Well, no, it doesn't make much more sense, but I thought they were saying... I thought that option meant to say that someone else wrote it and it wasn't actually Juniper. Sorry, Junie, but you're not gonna like this. Our client may have leaked the script's details to someone.
This is our original theory, presumably to one of the other two students. And then with all the tape recorders everywhere, perhaps someone else got a hold of it. What the devil?
And I know I shouldn't have, but... I revised the script to favor the prosecution, but Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back.
Oh, of course! There would be more than one copy in that case, and the other copy is unaccounted for, is it not?
Miss Woods did not want Hugh O'Connor to win the mock trial. That's why I believe she leaked the details to witness, Robin Newman. I get it. If Robin won, Hugh wouldn't be able to confess to Juniper. Right, Junie was probably trying to keep their friendship from becoming awkward. Objection! How could you, Athena? What a bunch of bull! I never heard a word about the script from Juniper! Ah, never ever! Objection! You sure? Can you look me in the eye and swear you didn't? Bad, Athena! You don't have any evidence! God. Actually, we might have just the thing.
Evidence that he knew and she didn't? Or sorry, that she... Wait, what did I just say? Evidence that it was leaked to her? I mean, we know that she was winning, and I guess there's the fluorescent paint, and the fact that she knew where to go to... Well, she said it was more beautiful than she'd... Oh, wait, this doesn't have anything to do with the mock trial. Sorry, I got confused. I got my wires crossed. Well, if Robin went into the same room as where this was stored, then she might have seen the all and the keys at some point or another. I don't know, let's see where they're going with this.
Really? Yeah, one of Robin's lines I read when we were reenacting the mock trial.
Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Cord who poses the corpse. Oh, right, the sweatsuit. Doy. Sorry, I forgot all about that. Even though I kept telling myself to remember it. Hair forehead, how did the mock trial participants react to this photo?
Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. Robin said, "Oh, the green sweatsuit."
Sure, I might have said that, but so what?
Well, think of it this way, Athena. Which way now exactly? If I told you that I'd be wearing a blue suit today, but then showed up wearing what I've got on now, what would you say?
Oh, the red suit.
I think I've got it. Your Honor, we have evidence proving that Miss Newman knew the contents of the script. The defense moves to present said evidence to the court.
Very well, Miss Cykes, present away.
This evidence proves that Miss Newman had prior knowledge of the script's contents. That would be the script, because it says in it specifically, take that!
The green suit, right. The brain's working now, sorry. I had to put the crank on the back of it and go to make it work. I was asleep at the wheel. The mock trial script.
Mm-hmm. Miss Newman, during the mock trial, you were shown a photo of the victim's body, and reportedly reacted by saying, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." Oh, yes, I said that. What's your point? You seem to have some issue with the green sweatsuit, and I think I know why. The proof is in the script, specifically on the Things to Prepare page. Sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor course. Ah! You were surprised because the sweatsuit in the photo was green. But if you didn't know about the script's content, then that shouldn't have surprised you! No! Ah! I thought we were friends, Athena! How could I have been so blind? I met you like yesterday. In light of her privileged knowledge, I move to declare Miss Newman a suspect, Your Honor. What? Objection! If knowing script details makes me a suspect, then there must be others besides me. I mean, someone else could have also seen Professor Court's note. Note? What note? The professor and Juniper were working together to prepare for the mock trial, but only one copy of the script was made to prevent it from being leaked. But that gets kind of inconvenient, right? You're not seriously gonna suggest... Ah! But it's the truth! Professor Court did do exactly what you're thinking. She didn't write down any of the proceedings or the truth behind the case. But she did write a note to herself about the props and details about the victim's body. I don't know if I'm supposed to spell it out as B-O-D-Y, because that doesn't sound right. But, so I assume we're just supposed to say it slowly. Is this really true, Miss Newman? If you don't believe me, send the police over to my house. Tell them to check the pictures on my camera. Thought might give me an advantage. So I took a picture of the note. I'd say she's telling the truth. I mean, especially if we send the police over and that note is there. Wait a sec. If there's a note with the details about the body, then that means there are others who could have made the murder look like our client's script.
Yes, I believe you're right.
Apparently, this case isn't as clear-cut as Prosecutor Blackwell would have us believe. This new revelation blasts a big fat hole in the prosecution's case.
Woohoo!
Objection!
Objection! Bully for you, Missy. But don't think this spells victory.
And why not?
The battle is still young, and my blade is now fully drawn. Between it and my next witness, your life will be forfeit. So put away your wooden sword, and show me what you're truly capable if you wish to live.
You want it? Don't worry, I'm gonna bring it. Long as I don't pick the wrong option from the drop-down menu this time. Hi, Hugh, what are you doing here?
I already said I want nothing to do with this trial.
It's not what I heard the last time you spoke to me. You were like, I want to do it.
How juvenile. It is not a matter of what you want, for you will cooperate, Hugh O'Connor.
Prosecutor Blackwell, why have you called this witness?
You will recall that the day before the mock trial, in short the day of the murder, the accused testified that she left for home at around 6 p.m.
Huh? No, she didn't testify to anything on the day of the murder. She, in private, yesterday, told Apollo and I that she left for 6 p.m. Am I losing my mind? Oh, maybe she told them that in questioning, but not on the day of the murder. Maybe it's just a grammar thing. But this is a confusing as hell sentence.
Yes, my notes here do confirm that fact.
Right. Our client wasn't at school the estimated time of death, so she couldn't be—
Objection! Yet that was but a felicitous lie. Or am I mistaken, golden boy?
I have no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hold! I am not through with you yet.
It seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me.
Leave, and we just might discuss you know what.
No, wait. One little statement and Mr. Cole loses it? What's that all about? I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify.
Are you sure, Mr. O'Connor?
Ching!
The word of a genius is good as gold. Let's get on with this. Hugh O'Connor, a senior at the Phoenix Legal Academy, lawyer course. How's that?
Just fine. Your testimony then, if you please.
You're up against the top of the class now. Be careful if I were you. I know Ginny would never lie like that. That pompous schoolboy won't know what to hit him. The pacing of this trial is super weird. It was just like 2 testimony bits from Scuttlebutt, and then it launched into this character revelation on Robin, and now we're already at the throat at Hugh O'Connor's throat. It feels like we're getting a wicked amount of progress here. So there must be way more twists and turns to come, because as it stands, it feels like we're getting close to the truth, which just can't be right. Around the time of the murder. To get mentally prepared for the mock trial, I meditated at the archery range till 7 p.m. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home.
The day of the murder, you mean? Right, okay. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? Man, I hope you sent some Discord in that, Athena, because I didn't notice contradiction. That is quite enough. Well done, golden boy. The final bell rings at 7 p.m., at which point the campus is a desolate place. Ah, that's when... Wow, okay. Sorry, I didn't know school ran that late. Now you'll recall the tape recorder. We know the time of the voice recording. We do? Well, you do. I didn't know that. It was 7:10 p.m. the day before the mock trial. That was the dark hour of this heinous crime.
Do you have any proof of that?
As its final bell, the school plays a special broadcast when the clock strikes 7. The female voice on the tape appears 10 minutes after that broadcast. The killer waited until the school was empty to spring her devious and deadly trap. Alright. I'll trust that for now.
So, when the witness saw the defendant, that would have been...
Indeed. It was 5 minutes after the voice was captured on tape in the art room. Ergo, we know that the accused was still in the main building, even after the killing.
So the time of the murder and the time of when the body was moved...
Great. Another inconvenient testimony.
Miss Cykes, your cross-examination, please.
There's gonna need to be a lot of pressing, I deem, because I didn't notice anything off. Around the time of the murder. Alright, let's hear it. To get mentally prepared for the mock trial, meditate at the archery range till 7 p.m. I don't have any explicit information that disproves that, but we know that there's something else he was doing that day, which is meeting with court, supposedly. Right, time to press on, or read the rest of it, and then see what Apollo has to offer as advice, and then I'll give a try at pressing on some stuff. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask?
Wow. Is that the confidence and composure that comes from being a genius? Athena, it doesn't matter who's on the stand. Our job is still the same.
What is with your face, Apollo? Why is it doing that?
Sure, but if Junie was really still at school after 6 p.m. Ugh, I didn't spot any inconsistencies in his accused testimony either. What am I supposed to do now?
Time to push! First of all, I want to push on this one, just see. Is there anything else you'd like to ask?
Hold it! You bet your ass there is! Alright, I'll take you up on your kind offer.
I expected as much. So go ahead and ask away.
Mr. O'Connor, I want to ask you...
Why'd you say past the bell? How did you prep for the mock trial? Did you go to the art room? Okay. He just said he was meditating, right? Why that would need to happen at the archery range, I don't really know. Yeah, the thing is, these two are both... He answered them both already, I guess. So, did you go to the art room? Maybe? I think I'm probably jumping the gun, but I'm wondering if maybe I can say, yes, you went to the art room because they said, you're O'Connor, someone said around 7:10 p.m. I'm almost positive now since my guess about Newman being a joke about how she isn't actually a man, I'm gonna guess that my guess about your O'Connor being your O'Connor is also right, so I'm gonna say, did you go to the art room?
Did you go to the art room? Did you stop by the art room, or as it's now known, the scene of the crime?
No, I didn't.
Can you prove it?
As much as I'd like to say I could, I can't. But let me ask you, can you prove that I did?
As much as I'd like to say I could, I can't. But I will ask, how often do you visit there?
Hardly ever. There's no reason for me to be there anyway.
There's no reason for you to be there? Aren't you best friends with Robin?
Is there an echo in here? If something's bothering you, I'll just add it to my testimony.
How considerate. Thank you for noticing. Let's add your statement to your testimony.
Let me add that I never went to the art room. There was no reason for me to be there. Well, Professor Court, they said already Professor Court is the head of the Fine Arts Club, right? So surely I can put this here, say, well, you had a meeting with her. She might not meet in the club room, but she might. There are actually like a few things that I feel like could work here. I could say, I think I'm jumping the gun on this one, because it's not proof that he was there, because the characters don't seem to have guessed yet that this might mean you're O'Connor. That's only my guess. So probably I want to put the planner.
Objection! That statement contradicts the evidence.
It does?
And how would that be?
Just write it! It's one here's contradiction!
I see. The defense is simply making another baseless assertion.
Crash and burn.
Damn it. Maybe I'll just push on that. Hold it! You had no reason to be in the art room. Really? The lawyer course I'm in is supervised by Professor Means. Plus, I'm not a member of Professor Court's art club, so why would I even go there? What about art class? Nice try, but seniors don't take art class. All right, then let me ask you. Wait. I just remembered something important. You did? I scored only 100% on all the art tests I took through junior year. That's it. Right. Always happy to indulge in some ego stroking. Anyway, what to ask next? Oh, okay, I guess we better swap it out for one of these other ones then. Why did you stay past the bell? Why would an honor student like you ignore the last bell? Oh, past the bell, right? Oh, he would never. Right? Okay, sorry. He meditated till 7, and then that was when the last bell. That's why he would stay after past the bell. Sorry, that wasn't something he already answered. I wouldn't say ignored it. I was simply running a little late. Do you remember exactly how late? You're a stickler for details, lady. But if I had to say, it was maybe about 10-15 minutes. If you think it's that important, I'll add it to my testimony. I was hoping you'd say that. Thought about wrong 10-15 minutes earlier. No biggie. Yeah, I guess it's not that weird. I'll just ask about the other thing as well. You ignored the last bell for no reason? Shame on you! No, shame on you. Pressing me for no reason. Well, people do run late sometimes. Like you on the day this whole case began. Well, no, I ran late on the day of the mock trial. I would say the case began when the murder happened, wouldn't you, Apollo?
It appears we have a culprit in the case of the pot calling the kettle black.
Too, Your Honor. Now what? Ask another question? How did you prep for the mock trial? He's going to say I meditated. Please tell the court what you were doing on October 23rd, the day before the mock trial. That's an easy one. Nothing in particular. Nothing at all? You didn't help with the preparations? You don't get it, do you? I was merely playing the role assigned to me. Ching! I left the preparations and the like to others. My job was to be mentally prepared. Jenny put her heart and soul into getting things ready while he just sat on his behind. Just to reiterate, I spent most of the 23rd meditating at the archery range. I didn't talk to anyone until the school closed at 7 p.m. I suppose a few archery club members did come and go while I was there. But you didn't talk to anyone? Not a single soul? That's right. I didn't say a word to anyone until the final bell at 7 p.m. I see. This is crucial information. Please add it to your testimony. She seems a little more confident about that one. I don't know if you're bluffing, but if you are, you have a pretty good poker face. I didn't talk to anyone until the final bell. I'd been meditating alone at the archery range. I mean, maybe I can put the book there. But wait, didn't talk to anyone from when until the final bell? From when classes end until the final... I don't know what you... I think I can put the book there, but I'm not sure. Let me just press it again. Hold it! You really didn't talk to anyone. Well, I did exchange a few greetings. But what does that matter? So he didn't have any conversations the entire day? He thinks that claim needs a little more scrutiny. What should I do? Is there anything I should ask him about in more detail? No, let's not. I think that's more... She's more or less told me now. I gotta put the book there. Actually, never mind. I've got all the info I need. My, don't we seem confident. But if I mess this up, I'll have made 3 mistakes in this one episode, and it was going so well. Okay, I didn't talk to anyone. That's gotta be where I put the book, right? Objection! Yes, okay, finally. God. So you didn't talk to anybody on October 23rd. You're sure about that? I already told you. My word is as good as gold. Nah. Wrong. Okay, then how do you explain this? And don't spare any details. Sorry, never seen that before. This is the victim's planner. She recorded all of her plans in great detail. Take a look at this page here. It reads 23rd, meet with Hugh, and important. Don't you find that interesting? You know, it's a little weird that she says need to speak with Hugh O'Connor in this one, and then just meet with Hugh on this one. Although I suppose it's just to fit it on the lines. And she does say Hugh O'Connor this day for a routine report, and it says about the report yesterday. So it probably is the same Hugh they're talking about, but it's his attorney. Let's not rule anything out. And I do find that interesting, Athena, and we'll find it even more interesting next time on Ace Attorney Duel Destinies, because that's unfortunately just where we're out of time. We were out of time a little bit ago, but I didn't want to leave it without getting that last point. Revelation after revelation here. Nothing that's shaken me so far. My trip-ups have been pretty minimal so far, and I'm still very suspicious. but I'm running out of aces in the hole. My saving grace, and like the reason I was confident going into all this was that I was feeling like I had my suspicions about Robin, and that we hadn't yet gotten to use the red sweatsuit. The only secret I feel like the only like solve I feel like I have yet to use of all the solves we made is the Eurogoner one, which I'm still reasonably confident in. Because otherwise, Eurogoner is just a weird phrase to use. But I guess we'll see. I mean, sometimes it's like you have no idea what you're supposed to be proving until they get to the testimony. And you're like, oh no, I see what's wrong with this. So hopefully it continues to be like that for the rest of this trial. I shouldn't be, but this could be the first one we do without dying. It could be. I'm still not great with any of the times the mood matrix happens, but no, I digress. Next video go on the channel is gonna be some more Verdant Wind Assassins, which I'm hyped for. We're gonna actually get into the part where we can start building our units instead of just floundering around to the first mission. Can we not talk about how much I died on the first mission, please? I know I only died once, but that's one too many. The next time here, perhaps we'll be able to get to the end of day one, because we've carved out a fair chunk of testimonies, so we might be able to get back into investigation next time. I'm not quite sure. It all depends how smoothly it goes, I guess. And anyway, thank you so very much for coming around. It's been a good time. I've been enjoying this episode, and this series, and this case. This is by far my favorite case in the whole game so far. By far so far. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I will see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! Probably gonna end our death. I mean, they might be dumb and go after Raphael. That's what Dimitri's choosing to do. So there's a chance I'll survive this, and like present stuff like this, but it seems unlikely. Oh, okay, wait, maybe that harebrained scream was the